7, 8, 9. Here we go. Okay, everything's back to normal. I don't know what happened. We had a 10-second delay last night, this morning. We had a little 10-second delay. And last night, everything was screwed up on here. So good morning, everybody. Hope everybody is well this morning. Tuesday, 12/5/2023. Our Sinatra series does continue. We're going to continue with Sinatra Month. Let me go on camera for a quick minute before we get into this song right here. Hello, everybody. Change my glasses. The coffee is poured. How do we look here today? We are bright. We are bright. Let's put a little chapstick on and get the show started. Okay, right into it because, as you guys know, as I've said many times, I have to cut this part out. Gerard, what I do is I go with the first two songs that I hear every morning. All right? So as soon as Fly Me to the Moon comes on as the first song in the morning, it will get played that day. But for now, we're going to go with this jam right here. The Lady is a Tramp. Lady's a Tramp, a show tune from the 1937 musical called Babe in Arms. I don't know it. I wasn't around. Babes in Arms. Then it was used in Pal Joey in the 1950s, where Sinatra was Joey Evans in Pal Joey. I never saw it. I never saw Pal Joey. It was in the 1950s. So The Ladies of Tramp released in 1937 and re-released by Sinatra in the 50s when he was doing Pal Joey. So we got two versions today. Yeah. You really miss... I really need to update my glasses. Okay, so update your glasses. Why? What's the problem? Rigid. What are we talking about here, guys? All right, let's get into it here. Where is my ticker? Well, we don't need a ticker. Let's go with this. Hello, Fancy Nancy. The Lady is a Tramp. Let's go with it. This was the first song that I heard this morning when I opened my eyes. I'm blurry. Shit. Got problems again? I got problems with my stream again? What the fuck? All right, I'm going to shut it. I'm not going to bother with this. We're blurry again? All right, I'm done. I can't deal with this shit. Blurry. I don't know. All right, I'm going to shut it. All right, guys. I think that's it for me. I'm not going to bother with this if we have a blurry screen. Don, what is it? Make up your mind. I'm ready to push end stream. What are we doing here? I'm done with this. I'm going to go do other things. Don's telling me it's blurry again. I'm not going to deal with this fucked up internet like this. No, I'm not going to carry on if it's not fine. Don, if it's not fine, I'm not going to carry on. What the fuck? What is he doing to me, this guy? I'm trying to talk about a Sinatra song that came out in the third. And this guy, you know, with my ADHD, do you think I'm serious? Do you think I was going anywhere? Do you fucking think, would I ever get aggravated with that? I always have plan B. So you were fucking with me and I'm fucking with you right back. Talk to the hand, you, Mr. McHugh. Talk to the hand. In fact, talk to the booty because the hand, do you think that's really going to make me shut my show down? Beautiful opening to the show. Thank you, Don McHugh. We did need that little comic relief this morning. Okay, let's get right into it. Shut your mouth, you. Shut up over there. Let's go. Let's go. If you don't like music, you don't belong here. Do you understand? If you don't like music, good coffee is a pleasure. Good friends are a treasure. You are my morning friends. Okay. How's everybody doing today? So that was Sinatra, released in the 50s. Beautiful rendition. Beautiful, because he's the second artist to sing it. So, wow, there's many others that sang it along the way. Hello, Stallion. Nice to see you. Nice to see you, everybody. Roy, nice to see you, everybody. Yeah. Yep. We're all tramps. We are all tramps. Yeah, I'll take that, Gerard. I'll take that. So, good morning, Stallion. All right. It's coffee time. Blow the horn. You got to text me. Can you text me, Wizard, please? I don't know what you're doing. I need you to text me. All right. So let's go through it here. Let's go right to the top. Right to the top. Adam Cavoursier was up at 4:20, waiting for the show to start. If Mike Epp is watching the rerun, he will see that. Claudio John Perry, please subscribe. Gerard saying hello to everybody. Drinking coffees. Tommy Stigs, blessings always. From Edwin. Good morning from the Wizard. And the list goes on. Here's my comment today. Finishing up some work. I was finishing up some work. Today I start the first day of my 28th year of employment with the same company. Consistency. Show up. Consistency. Show up. Consistency. Show up. Have respect and be coachable. You must be coachable. Hello there, Bella. If you're not coachable, you can't succeed. And that's how we, coaching wrestling and lacrosse and all that stuff. And now my son being a wrestling coach, you have to be coachable. If you're not coachable, you're not going to have any success. Now, I don't have success. I mean, success in the definition in the world today. But I've been at the same company 27 years, never an issue, never a write-up, nothing wrong. So consistency, respect, show up, and be coachable. You have to be able to be led by a leader. The word boss sucks. I hate the word boss. I hate the word hate, but I hate the word boss even more than I hate the word hate. What did you just say, Stigs? Is that coffee kicking in? Did you hear what I said? I hate the word boss. I hate the word hate, but I hate the word boss more than I hate the word hate. Toddfather, did you get all of that thing, dude? Did you get all of that? My coach understands that I was the most coachable, as was my son. And that is what I like. You must be coachable. If you can't listen to your boss leader, you got issues. Termination, you're fired. Which something I can never imagine being done. I can never imagine being fired, terminated for insubordination. That would fucking kill me. That would eat at my soul, and I know my mother or my grandmother would slap the shit out of me. You got what? Laid off? Wait, did you get laid off or you got fired? You got terminated? No, I got laid off. What did you say? Laid off or terminated? Laid off. Your uncles get laid off. They're in the union. You get terminated. Can you imagine? Oh, Bongo. Terminate. I got to go home and tell my family I got fired. Got fired? No good. Coachable. Trainable. Able to work well under others. You will be good. Yeah. Getting fired must be the most demeaning feeling in the world. I'm talking about termination for insubordination. It's got to be fucking horrible. No, you're not texting me. You did not text me. No, you're not. You must have the wrong number. You must call the wrong number that day. Anyway, humility is coachability. Yes. So we learn. We go along. All right. So Sinatra was coachable. Sinatra had control, but he was very coachable. He let everybody else do the arrangements. I mean, the musical arrangements, the lyrics, a lot of these. Okay, I will. A lot of these other things. He was able to be directed. Now, Sinatra was a good employee. He was great at what he did. He showed up. He was consistent. And he was trainable, coachable, able to work with. But what he did do, just like any employee should do, with their responsible part of a business or a production, is add a little bit to what they think may work better to get that job done better. So what Sinatra would do, and these are the words from his daughter's mouth on a program that I saw on XM Sinatra.
What he would do when he come off stage is he would feel now Sinatra was singing, crooning, doing what Sinatra did. He would come off stage and say, okay, the crowd reaction was different with this ding, 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 ding on the same tour, say 100 city tour. For the next set or the next set that night at Madison Square Garden, right? Or radio, wherever he was. The first set, he would vibe. He would get the vibe from the crowd. You know, the show planner would set up all his songs in the sequence that they think it would work. He would do all of those songs and then come off stage, come in the back, light a cigarette, pour a scotch, and say, okay, The Lady is a Tramp, then The Summer Wind, then Fly Me to the Moon, and then we're going to throw in You and Me. He would move it around the way he felt the vibe of the crowd or the city that he was in. So he was coachable, and he was able to add his own expertise. That's a fucking home run. That's where you come up with a lifelong successful career. It's so simple. It's so simple. Now remember, his mother and father were hard workers too. So you're learning from generation down. It's crazy how it all goes, guys. What did I just talk about? I have no idea. Tommy, who does Jersey give more respect to, Sinatra or Frankie Valli? Well, locally, my area, Frankie Valli, because he's from this area, this city, this area right here. So this area, I gotta say, it's even. Stallion, that's a great question. That's a great question. All over Jersey, as a whole, Sinatra. Newark, Belleville, Nutley area, Frankie Valli is a local legend. But Sinatra's a local legend right there. So it's very, very hard. Very, very, very hard to see. You know. I think they're equal. That's a very tough question. That's a great question. Good point, Dean Do. All right, I like that. When you can feel the vibes of the crowd, you own them. And then you tweak a little bit to what you might improve upon that, right, Dean Do? The goal is to improve every day in whatever we're doing. Improve every day. Add a little something. Great comment, Dean Do. Thank you. That's a great comment. Much more widely famous, but they both get respect. Yeah, Wine Guild, you're right. You're right. Right. But it's like Robert De Niro and Joe Pesci. In Jersey, who gets more respect? Now, Joe Pesci grew up 3 miles from here. Went to my high school, me and LV's high school. He went to our high school. So, Joe Pesci, take the politics out of it. Take the politics out of it. You don't have to like De Niro. You cannot deny his acting abilities. But, except for The Irishman. That's a whole different story. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's true, Mickey. But as a local legend, look. De Niro lives 15 miles from here. Still. Joe Pesci lived 3 miles from here. Went to our high school. Right? Graduated from our high school. 1960. I don't know what year. But anyway. So, that's just the way great questions, though. Wow. And you added to the vibe of Sinatra Month. There's no such thing as Sinatra Month, but I made it up. I'm going with it because I feel the vibe. So I said, you know what? December 1st, we're going to go with this. We're going to call this at the Social Club Sinatra Month. And we're going with it. And we're having great conversation about it. Wow. Thank you, guys. I do appreciate that. Each crowd is different through experience. Oh, yeah, because you're a DJ. That must be interesting, Todd Father. That must be very interesting. Same thing. You got to work that crowd. Yeah. You got to do what works for you. Sinatra reigns superior in Dean. Yes, of course. Remember, that's on a national stage, Dean Do. But if Frankie Valli or Dean Martin grew up in your neighborhood, you know what I mean? Started in your city, you may be a little partial to him. Although, of course, Sinatra is big stage worldwide for everybody. I don't know. That's a very tough question, man. Very tough. Yeah, you're not going to get a guy like Sinatra ever again. Hello, wise guy. Yeah, you're not going to get a guy like Sinatra ever again. It's something. Yeah. Yeah, true, Wizard. They're both here. They're both here. Listen, right, Sinatra a few miles that way. Good morning, DARPA. Frankie Valley 2 miles that way. Very interesting. Local community. Yes, Wine Guild. He's always here. And his daughter is still here. Here, right here. His grandchildren are here. His grandson is a fantastic DJ. Like I said, one day we're gonna have him on with See No Evil. We're gonna have on Frankie Valley's grandson Dario, and See No Evil on talking music. Yeah. So Dario is a great DJ, and Frankie Valley's granddaughter is a successful. What do you call that? Actress. You're right. There will never be another Sinatra. Exactly. This is 100% true. There can never be another Sinatra. As a local legend, local legends, Frankie Valli and Joe Pesci stayed in touch with the community. ALV's right with that. But Sinatra's worldwide. Yeah. Remember, Joe Pesci never left Jersey. He's still here. Great points this morning, guys. You guys added beautiful content to the show today. I never imagined the conversation would go this way. What a way to start the day. Beautiful, beautiful conversations. What makes this show desirable? Is it you? Is it me? Is it the way we open the social club doors? Is it the way we interact with each other? What makes this work? When you hear Sinatra, you're taken back in time. I get that. Dindu, you're right, man. Yeah. Springsteen also, yes. We're in a kind of crooner genre we're talking about today, so yes. Sinatra is like the boss of bosses. You're kind of right, Edwin. ALV says Sinatra. Yeah, good stuff. Sinatra is the king, but Frankie Valli and Frank Sinatra get the most respect here. Yes. Good morning, NJ Wise Guy. Sinatra reigns superior in teenagers' world. I get that. Yeah. Top Father, that's a great comment right there. Okay, can you do your 9:15 show about DJing and how you work the crowd? Work off each other's shows, guys. Work off the show. Something, Springsteen saying more song about Jersey. But to a younger crowd, he is the champ. All right. Okay, Todd Father, can you please set your thumbnail for 9:30? I'm expecting to see that so shortly. So like I said, coffee is a pleasure. Good friends are a treasure. Let's go with this here. Let's go with the second. Yeah, man. Yeah. Not that I know of. I don't know. That's a great question, Osada. We both almost missed his show yesterday because of no thumbnail. I might have a call coming in. I might have to run, guys. 9:30 Top Father every day. Yeah. Oh, no, not today. Not today. I'm sorry. I apologize. Not today. I'm sorry, Gerard. Not today. That's probably Wednesday. Okay, we're going to go with this next rendition of Sinatra's The Lady is a Tramp. This is a duet with Luther Vandross. Check this out, guys. Check this out, guys, right here. This is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful one. Okay? his own vibe to every. He did that live also. Sinatra did that live. I saw Sinatra many times live. Well, no. Let me rephrase that. I saw Frankie Valli live many times. I saw Frank Sinatra live one time on his 75th birthday at Radio City Music Hall. On his 75th birthday, I believe it was, with my mother and my whole family. We had about 12 seats. Yep. So, Gerard, please. That's a show right there. You see what I just learned this morning, Gerard? Gerard? Do you see what I just learned this morning? Can you do during this month, please, Gerard, please, I beg of you. This is very dear to me. Having you do a show, number one, makes me happy, proud. It makes me really happy. All right. And then, you know how Sinatra I am, and this is I proclaimed this. I named it December Sinatra month. I would love to hear that story. Don't go in depth in here. If you don't mind, do a show. Yeah, he changed the lyrics beautifully. Now, when I saw him, he was reading the teleprompter. The teleprompter, is that what it is? And, he was off a little. Hello, Samantha. Hello there, Roscoe. Nice to see you. Kawfee is a pleasure. Good friends like you are a treasure. Thank you all for stopping by, Samantha. Nice to see you. Now, Gerard, you don't want to go too deep. I'm going to give you my opinion. 30-minute show on this experience about Sinatra. Name it. My experience with Frank Sinatra. Put that right in the top. No, actually, put Frank Sinatra. Then, my experience with Frank Sinatra. Make it about a half-hour show. Don't go too deep. Don't go too deep, Gerard. I'm only giving you my opinion. You can go 3 hours if you want. I'm only giving you my opinion. Get right to it. 30 minutes. Speak about how it felt for him to come in. Home run, Gerard. Home run. 30 minutes, I'm telling you, you hit the algorithm. I'm not lying. I'm not lying, sir. It's our nature to go on. As you can see, I do the Italian goodbyes. They lasted 45 minutes last night. Don't go by me, but you might want to listen to me. Maybe try to do some of the things I say, but don't do as I do. All right? Don't do as I do. In some ways, Gerard, that's just my humble opinion as I'm still learning every single day. So I can only tell you from my eyes. My eyes. Right? 30 minutes, you're cozy, Gerard. You can knock out that story in 30 minutes. And you could say, this got sparked by Tommy Stigs making up that Sinatra month thing. And, you can do great things. Don't do what Tommy said. Go your own way. Look at the coffee. Okay, super wrenches. Super wrenches. Don McHugh needs a timeout. Super wrenches. Who's got a super wrench? ALV? Thing do? Who's got a super wrench? Don McHugh needs a visit to the trunk. TT isn't feeling well. Gerard, pull it up. Open up the trunk. You got 2 jobs today. Don McHugh needs what these douchebag fucking New World people call timeout. Oh my God, I can't use the word. No, there's no timeout. I got a Fajanagala right across the face. There is no timeout. There is no timeout. Put him in the trunk. Give him a Dakiaral, a backhand. A Dakiaral, a backhand, okay? What are you saying, not me? What are you smiling about there, you? What are you smirking at, sweet cheeks? Go ahead, Todd Father. What are you smirking at? I see that. What is that emoji? What's a super wrench? Okay. Car the trunk is empty. Yeah, Don McHugh is a little hefty. Put him in. I do have a super wrench. You are a super wrench. Fancy Nancy, are you here? Fancy Nancy, are you here? Where are you? Bullshit, I have super wrenches. I got to go check my super wrenches later. Yeah, I thought you were. Why wouldn't you be? All right. I got to fix all of that because I'm definitely going to need super wrenches for next week. Yeah, there's lots of trolls in this toolbox. And you've hijacked my show from the start. You know I'm ADHD. He starts fucking with me as soon as I start to show. Oh, okay. Did you see the duets picture? So that is the duets picture. We spoke about that before. Who's a super? Nancy, are you here? Dean Do, are you a super? Somebody's a super wrench. I don't know who. I do have a super wrench. Yeah. All right. I got to start to get ready to get out of here. What does that mean when I say I'm starting to get ready to get out of here? We have been troll free for a while. Very nice. Yes. If you ever call me sweet cheeks. All right, we're blurry. Shit. All right. James, are we blurry right now? Sweet cheeks. Hello, James Simpson. Nice to see you. You guys are it's crazy. Cinnamon Girl. I'm so happy you're back, Cinnamon Girl. You were absent for a minute. What a nice group. 30 in the social club every morning. 53 last night at the wind down. Oh, I don't know, Osada. Not blurry to Jack. You see, guys? Okay, so I would love to drop my wind down for tonight. Dean Deuce thumbnail for this afternoon. And Gerard's thumbnail for midday. And Edwin on one of his 50 shows. I haven't got my glasses on. I'm on a train from London. Wow, God bless. All right, guys, that's it for me. It's time to get to work. I'm going to bang out right now. I want to thank you all for stopping in. We had a nice show today. You guys had a nice show today. Gerard, please think about what I said. I would love to hear your story. Yeah, that's it. 30 minutes at the social club, coffee in the morning. Today, well, what we did today in Frank Sinatra month, we hit on The Lady is a Tramp. So every day throughout the month, I'm trying to go with the first Sinatra song that I hear in the morning. And today it was The Lady is a Tramp. It's a show tune from 1937 in a musical called Babes in Arms. Gerard, don't know if you ever did hear of that. Babes in Arms, 1937, and then used again in Pal Joey, where Frank Sinatra was Joey Evans, and then Sinatra released it in the 50s. On the Duets album, he did it with Luther Vandross. That's why The Lady is a Tramp. That was the topic today. Guys, I'm banging out. No, I got to get going right now. Tommy Stigs, checking out. Ciao for now.